Hi, this is Jim Janessi. I'm going to capture on the screen what happens when I unzip and install the Endnotes X2 program on my Windows PC. I've downloaded this from Campus Connect at a location that I've already shown you. The first thing I'm going to do is to right mouse click on my downloaded file, this zip file, and I'm going to extract all. This brings up the zip file extraction wizard. I'll just click next and it's going to create a folder for me in the same folder in which I've located this, which is downloads. That's just fine. So it extracts, which means it unzips the file, and if I leave this button clicked, which I'm going to unclick, it would have shown me that file. But I wanted to show you more specifically where this thing pops up. So here we have the zipped file. You can see it with that zipper. But here I have the folder in which all of the components in that zip file have been unzipped. So now I'm going to double click on that, and these are the files that exist. Now what you want to do at this point in order to install it is to double click on this MSI file. Microsoft is to double click on this MSI file. That's the Microsoft installer program. So I'm going to double click on that, and that brings up the wizard which is going to do the installation for me. So here we have this set up, a bunch of stuff perhaps to read. Next. Now read me information. Yeah, if you want to read all that at this point you can, but it's in the manual as well. And we don't have a Palm OS, we're just going to continue with that. We don't have mobile readme, that's fine too. I want a complete installation. Let's click the next, and here's where it's going to put it into its own folder, Endnote X2. So, ready to install. Let's just move ahead. And you're probably familiar with this process where installation goes through a bunch of steps. Okay, so we finally reached this point, and although I've edited out the time-consuming part of the middle, it did take about 5 minutes for all this to occur on a fairly modern PC. If you have an older PC, it might take even longer. I'm just going to click the Finish button at this point and see what it's left me with in terms of an icon. I don't happen to have a new icon on my screen for this. Let's see what I have to do in order to activate it. I'm going to go to My Programs, and I see here EndNote. And we have a variety of features, but it's the EndNote program that I'm going to right mouse click on and create a shortcut. It's EndNote Program 2, which I grab with the left mouse button and move out to my screen. And thank you for the compliment on my desktop wallpaper here. I got that from National Geographic. It's one of many colorful things you can use as a desktop. Something better than that bland stuff that comes from Microsoft to start with. I'm going to right mouse click on this, and I'm going to rename it so I can get rid of this silly little 2, and maybe I'll even take the word program off so that it's a little more compact. So now I have EndNote. Now let's see if it fires up when I double click it. This is the acid test, of course. Well, it's firing up. You see this is licensed to DePaul University, because at DePaul we license that for our students, and students can use this program. And here I'm into the actual functioning of it to create a new library, open an existing library. Let's try the open an existing library, and let's look and see where we might find the sample library that the EndNote people provide for us. And I'm guessing it's going to be in program files, and it would probably be listed with EndNote and examples. And there we do have sample data and sample ENL. So that's a library, the ENL. I'm going to open that, and let's see if this does open up for us. And it does. And this is about as far as I'm going to take you in this video. If you've done this, you now have the training library that comes along with EndNote, and you're all set to begin exploring the product with the videos that follow. Thanks a lot. My name is Jim Janessi, and I'm happy to give you a hand with this product.